And I'm here to say the 99% are now off our knees and we won't go back down again. We are here to tell this government we will not work longer. We will not accept pay cuts. We will not accept the cuts of the 1%. We are here to stand up for all of the public services. We are here to say enough is enough and the line is now in the sand. And if that means come January, come February, we will be out again in our millions and we will stay out until we win. We are not for compromising on our pensions. We are not for compromising on our public services. The only people who need to compromise are the bankers. They need to take the cuts for the mess they've made of our country. It's as simple as that. We have to take the strength of today and we have to go out and fight and fight and fight until we win. We are not going to give up. This is from Tahira Square. They show us the way. We will fight until we win.
If you should be proud of yourselves and the people of this country are inspired, it's time that the Labour Party got off the fence and said they support your strike. And you know, we need to make one final point. Nobody wants to be on strike. You all want to be providing the services that you take such pride in. But when you're being robbed of your pension, when you see your colleagues being sacked, when you see your pay being cut for another 2 years, there comes a point that we have to say enough is enough. And our message has to be to Cameron, Clegg and Osborne. If you're not prepared to now get across the table, if you're not prepared to negotiate with us, then we are not going away and we will do it again if we have to.
I can tell you, this is the biggest ever strike of women. There are so many women on this strike. It's fantastic. Right.
What type of a deal is that? Do you think this is a fair deal? I tell you it is a false deal. Yes, it is a false deal. Can you see nurses in the community on Zimmer frames at 68? No.
I won't take any lectures from this government or their supporters on the democracy of our ballots. Not from Boris, who got just a 45% turnout for the mayoral elections. Not from the Conservative Party, who are in power on the basis of 23% of the British electorate support. And I certainly won't take any lectures on democracy from the CBI, whose leaders have just awarded themselves a 49% pay increase. Who voted for that?
Of course, they hoped that they could con the public and turn them against you. But it's backfired on them. Every time there's a poll published now, in excess of 60% of the British public, Sky have just done one, in excess of 70% support this dispute. 80% of Labour voters support your campaign, and that's something that some of our leaders in the Labour Party best take on board. We don't want to be doing it again, but if we don't win this battle, everything we've taken for granted for years will be lost for decades to come. It's already bad enough when we're the first generation that has to tell our kids they're going to be worse off than we are. Well, imagine if we don't have decent pensions, we don't have public services, we don't have a good education. Britain will become a bleaker and worse place for us all. Colleagues, the stakes are high. This is a fantastic day and an inspiration to everyone. Go into work tomorrow with your heads held high, proud of what you've done and determined. And if they don't back down, then they'll see us do it again next year until we win. Thank you and good luck.